So while I'm not saying to go out and do them, I'm also not saying to hinder yourself from these awesome experiences. I'm just telling you to be smart about them, to not be a teenager, but to be an adult when you do these things. And if you don't agree with me, well then I'm sorry. You're going to have the children that are going to lie to you about these things. If people are more open and honest about these things, we would be better people for it. Oh man, so my girlfriend got in a terrible car accident and they thought she was going to die. She actually got down to about 50 pounds. She had feeding tubes. And they gave her LSD for 6 months. And she was like, girl, government LSD is the most amazing thing you can ever have. They gave it to her while she was in the hospital. She was in so much pain. She couldn't eat, drink, or anything. Yeah. No, she said it was great. She was like, fucking government LSD is like the best. So like, I also want to let you guys know that a lot of the drugs that you think are bad, which are bad because you have no idea how to use them, are still things that are being used by our government, by our health professionals in a very controlled way. All drugs are used in a controlled way. Just like be smart about it. That's all. The lips of wisdom are closed except to the ears of understanding. Thanks. I love that. Raised by Wolves. Yeah, I think I got some government shit one time. It's nice. All right, guys. Are you ready? So actually, Zay Litto. So I was a biochem bioengineer major for quite some time. And due to my biochem degree, due to my organic chem 3 class and my organic chem lab, I was actually able to order a lot of products online that the general public was not allowed to order. And I will say that I did use fertilizers and mulch to derive some of my own very, very hardy, very, very fun things. Whether I use my school lab or not, well, you know. But I did do some really cool stuff. Yeah, it was really fun. Right. Your current girlfriend. Oh, wow. This is serious. This is a very serious question. This will be the last serious question I answer before we game. So your current girlfriend is bulimic, anorexic. Do you have any advice? So my best advice for you is to recognize whether she wants to get help or not. So she's bulimic and she's anorexic. You have to make sure that you have to make sure that when you talk to her and you express your feelings towards her, that it stays about her. It has nothing to do with you as a couple. Do not stress that you want her to get healthy for you or your coupling. Make sure she knows that the reason she needs to get healthy and she needs to move on from these abuses she's putting on her body is solely for the purpose of her. And if she's bulimic and she's anorexic, she needs to seek out dietitian help. Because I believe seeking out mental health for those disorders will actually cause a negative influx on your ability to get jobs and healthcare and whatnot. So she needs to muster up the money for a dietitian. But the real reality of it is you can bring these things to her attention and you can question, babe, why are you doing this? Why do you feel you need to do this? But remember that people are people and they're not ready to change until they're ready to change. And you might have to accept the very hard truth that she might not want to change and she might not be ready to change. And you have to accept it. And you have to be so much better than accepting it. You have to love her so hard. You have to love her fucking violently. So much so that the love that you have for her could be walking away from her. Because when people do things that self-destruct, loving them the most you can means stepping away from them. And you might see her fail and you might see her reach new bottoms. And honestly, with every part of my being, I can understand that, but you just have to completely block it out. Because unless she chooses to change, you cannot do anything to make that change. The only thing you can do is you can comfort her and you can ask her why she does the things she does, and you can keep slipping paperwork for help in there. But I would say after 3 months of advocating for her, make the right decision for yourself. It's okay to leave people behind who suffer. It's okay to let go of things because people can't equate to humanity the way you can, you know? It hurts. It hurts to leave people behind. But the real reality of it is you cannot grow, you cannot change, you cannot be better if you don't allow yourself to escape the things that are going to hold you down. And that's a very heavy weight. It's a heavy weight on anybody and anybody around it. So, you know, I wish you guys the best, and I really hope you heed my advice on that.